Be thou my vision, O Lord of my heart, not be all else to me, save that thou art. Thou my best thoughts by day or by night, walking or sleeping, thy presence my light.
With eyes of faith, the eyes of your understanding being enlightened, that ye may know what is the hope of his calling, and what the riches of the glory of his inheritance in the saints. Ephesians 1 verse 18. The highest qualification of the mind cannot supply the place of true simplicity, of genuine piety. The Bible may be studied as a branch of human science would be, but its beauty, the evidence of its power to save the soul that believes, is a lesson that is never thus learned. If the practice of the word is not brought into the life, then the sword of the Spirit has not wounded the natural heart. It has been shielded in poetic fancy. Sentimentalism has so wrapped it about, the heart has not sufficiently felt the keenness of its edge, piercing the cutting away the sin shrines where self is worshipped. The eyes of the understanding must be enlightened, and the heart and the mind brought into harmony with God, who is truth. He who beholds Jesus with the eyes of faith sees no glory in himself, for the glory of the Redeemer is reflected into the mind and heart. The atonement of his blood is realized, and the taking away of sin stirs the heart with gratitude. Being justified by Christ, the receiver of truth is constrained to make an entire surrender to God and is admitted into the school of Christ, that he may learn of him who is meek and lowly of heart. A knowledge of the love of God is shed abroad in his heart. He exclaims, "Oh, what love! What condensation!" Grasping the rich promises by faith, he becomes a partaker of the divine nature. His heart being emptied of self, the waters of life flows in. The glory of the Lord shines forth. Perpetually looking into Jesus, the human is assimilated by the divine. The believer is changed into his likeness. The human character is changed into the divine. Christ looks upon his people in their purity and perfection as the reward of all his sufferings, his humiliation and his love, and the supplement of his glory. Christ the great center from whom radiates all glory.
Be thou my wisdom, and thou my true word. I ever with thee, and thou with me, Lord. Thou my great Father, and I thy true Son. Thou in me dwelling, and I with thee one.
Join us tomorrow for another devotional reading by God's grace. I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of God in Christ Jesus.